My day began like any other. Well, with one major addition. Anxious to cast my early ballot, I rode my bike to the polling place. I arrived to find a line stretched around the block. And while the fervor around the democratic process seemed to validate all of my excitement, that also meant I was going to be late for work. So with a twinge of regret, I hopped back on my bike, unaware that some of the youth that I teach had rolled out of bed hours earlier to cast their ballot.
My name is Derek from Boston in Roxbury, and I'm 18 years old, and I'm a first voter. So they said that I wasn't on the list, and I was like, how am I not registered on the list? And that got me mad. There was this lawyer there. I don't know what they were, but they was like people who really was strongly wanted people to get to vote. And they was like, oh no, it's in the law that you can vote, and it's right here, blah, blah, blah. So I got a provisional ballot. I felt like I actually had a voice. You know, people was always like, you know, we fought for this, and this is something that you're given right. So, you know, I felt like, okay, I feel important because I had something to say, and they said something.
Cautioned by Derek's experience, I decided to meet up with another young voter for his first trip to the polls. That's Kadeem, and you should know that's not just a funny camera angle. He's really tall.
That's crazy. It's like I'm about to vote for the first time for it, and this is like the biggest election in history. To have the opportunity to do this, yeah. I mean, it's the biggest thing in history. Can you believe it? An old guy or a black guy, either or. But you're choosing the person, the future leader, you know, of you. This is the person that you're putting, you know, you're putting your life and your money and all of this into their hands.
Gracious, ma'am. What is your name, honey?
So I knew who I was voting for president, flat out. And then the questions was easy. And then for senator, you know, senior senator person, I knew who I was voting for. Not saying I'm just full Democratic, because, you know, I like to mix things up a little bit. I mean, I know a little, as much as I can. You know, I know the important stuff. Yeah. And which was important was the presidential election. You know, all the rest of that could have waited. But you just bubbling questions. It's the easiest thing I've pretty much ever done. It's easier than the MCAS.
Inspired by the youth voice and fearing poll closings, I raced back to my neighborhood. I didn't even mind waiting in line.